Hey, Taurus. It's Angela from, whoops, I just muted myself. Sorry. It's Angela from Grounded Dreamers. How are we doing? We're here to do some mid-May readings for Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising. If it's not mid-May when you're listening to this video, that's perfectly okay. Whenever your intuition guides you here. This is all intuitively led. You could also pick this up in 2 years and go, oh yeah, that message, right? So this is not, I just say mid-May because it's the time we're recording it and posting it, right? But the energies don't really know time, do they? So we're going to be able to, these are kind of evergreen, all of these readings. Okay, so I pulled an oracle for you from a butterfly deck that's really lovely. And the one I got for you, Taurus, is an interesting message. You're stronger than you know. I like this. This, for some of you, this feels like there are some challenges, whether they be real life challenges, like a physical, a health related challenge, in your physical space where you live, who you live with, where you work, who you work with, that kind of a thing. Or it could also mean something more personal and intimate within you that you're feeling challenged by. Whether it be, I don't know, I scroll too much on social media, I use too much screen time, I really need to get out of that habit, breaking your habits, or, shifting your own spiritual side or your own personal self into a new way of being. We all, if we stop growing and we stop, being willing to learn and grow, it's like, what are we doing here, right? It's always a constant development. And, to be able to reach a point and then say, oh, this is nice, I'll ride this out for a minute, and then I want to go to, to the next level after this, is nice as far as our personal development, right? Like, for instance, I have a lot of scheduling blocks, within me that are like, I can't do it all, so why even start, right? And I came to realize if I just micromanage it and get it down to little increments, I'm going to do a half hour here and a half hour there, and then let things flow from there, instead of thinking in a whole project type of thing. I have to complete all of this, and it makes me not even want to start if it's going to take too long, right? So I have that kind of a block within me that I'm really trying to massage into a new, more easy way of doing things. Okay, so I have your Zen spread, Taurus. Let me show you what we got. We have starting point, internal support, external manifestation, the key to moving forward, and then that forward motion into a new level of awareness. This all will relate to you are stronger than you know, right? So if there are challenges in your way, you have what it takes to move through them. Physically, mentally, spiritually, you have it. And it's a matter of tapping into that and bringing it into full realization so that you can have an easier road. Your starting point, Taurus, is the burden. This is a mental energy. So I'm thinking of burdensome thoughts, excessive thoughts, maybe a little bit obsessive on topics that prevent us from feeling like we can master it, like we have what it takes to conquer some of these roadblocks that we have. So we're going to learn to drop this burden here in this reading, right? Because we are stronger than we know. Correct. Internally, what the insight into this feeling of these burdensome thoughts or mental blocks also, oh yeah, internally is this knowledge that we are creating our experience every step of the way. Even this burden feeling we've created, right? Not purposely. This is an energetic level, right? So this isn't like I consciously said, I'm going to put this roadblock in front of me so I can bash my head up against the wall 14 times and worry about it all day. This is not intentional in our persona, right? This is an energetic field of creating our own experience. So what we want to do is make sure our energy is clear within so that we can, you know, light the way to achieve that growth that we're seeking. So realizing and kind of admitting to ourselves that I put myself here, right? Even if you're at a place where, oh, I'm up against a lot of conflict and contrast and people resisting me, you didn't put them in your path, but your soul knows that by having them in your path, you have an opportunity to learn to clear them and move forward with your own light, right? You're on a soul level, on an energy level, we do create all of our experiences. So realizing that within will help to ease the mental aspect of it. Realizing there's a soul, there's a being inside and behind all of this experience we're seeing in our daily life. That is, you know, that opens up the door to be able to have the two work hand in hand, right? Our mind, body, spirit, right? To have all three elements work hand in hand in order to progress forward. But you have the power and you have the strength to achieve this, okay? In your daily and in your external world, in your waking life, right? This is sort of more your soul vibe, almost subconscious life. You start to see the possibilities. You just by saying, oh, yes, I have these thoughts that are excessive. Is it possible that I can control, that I can, you know, since I'm the creator of my experience, is it possible that I can lessen these thoughts by distracting myself, by meditating, by listening to a really great song that takes my mind off things? You know, you can physically turn those thoughts, like literally turn those thoughts into a more open playing field with a little bit of shift in the way you practice and the way you approach them. Then you start to see, oh, wow, that really has cleared a lot of space for me. Now I can see, you know, I am the creator of everything that I experience, and anything is possible as far as the way I feel in my life, right? And that strength, that inner strength that you may not be totally in touch with. Yeah, you start to see, oh, it's possible that this is true. I am stronger than I know. And things start to open up just with this little bit of focused inner work, right? Now, the key to moving forward is this card here. Oh, look at that, the Fool. The key to moving forward is to take one step. And it may be a leap of faith at first. It may feel like, you know, when maybe there's something you're up against that's making you feel like you don't have the strength and you don't have what it takes. Perhaps it is an idea of, I don't need to conquer it all at once, but if I just get started, perhaps I can move down the road with some ease. So I like that. That's the key to moving forward. Take one step, take that leap. And then the top cards here, these are sort of your outcomes or your insights into the reading. Oh, look at this. Success and adventure, right? Oh, I just pulled these same two cards and I promise you I shuffled in between. For Aries is the Fool and the Adventure card. It's like, you know, take that step with that into the unknown and put yourself down the road. And then you end up, you know, going toward, sort of sometimes going toward the unknown, but willing to, but eager, right? Feeling excited about what's ahead. You're feeling that you're not strong enough, that you're not powerful enough. This is something that you want to focus on to wash away, because this is what awaits you if you're able to, right? If you're able to clear those burdensome thoughts that I can't, I'm not enough, I don't have what it takes, right? If you can work on clearing those and saying, well, you know, what if I had what it takes? What if I buy into the concept that I'm creating every one of my experiences and then own it? I make a mistake, I own it. You know, I do something great, I get to own that. I get to celebrate it. You are creating all of your experiences. That opens up that sometimes it feels resistant. I know in the beginning when I would work with this concept of I'm creating everything that I'm going through, I got a little bit resentful and resistant to that idea. Like, really? I put that in my path? Why would? But remember, if you think of it as not your persona, not your daily waking self, but the energy behind it, the soul, you know, you working in concert with spirit, with the divine, there's where these things are being created for you. And challenges are created so that we can grow without fail. And if you get that and start to realize, I can take any challenge as long as I break it down, as long as I start with one step, you know, maybe take a pause and assess it, and then move forward toward the unknown again, right? I can conquer anything. We don't have to achieve it all at once, you know, accomplish it all at once, but you do have so much power within you. And once you tap into that and realize it, it opens everything up for you. Okay. Okay, Taurus, it was great to sit with you for a few minutes, and I hope you're doing well, and I'll see you real soon. Thanks.